What is a keyframe? A keyframe is basically a snapshot in time that saves the values of an object's properties like the position, rotation or scale. Think of it like taking a photo of how you want your object to look at that exact moment on the timeline. 3ds Max then calculates everything in between. That's called interpolation, so your motion looks nice and smooth. There are two main ways to create keyframes in 3ds Max: AutoKey and SetKey. AutoKey automatically sets keyframes whenever you move, rotate or scale an object. It's fast and intuitive, but you have to be very careful as it records every change, even the ones you may not intend. SetKey gives you precise control. You move or rotate your object, then press the Set Key button to create the keyframe. This is perfect for more complex animations where you want to be very deliberate. Let's start with a simple example to see how this works. First, we will create the box. Go to the Command panel, click on the Create tab and choose Box. In the top viewport, click, hold and drag to draw the base. Then drag up to give it height and click to complete the process. With the box selected, go to the Modify tab and set its dimensions to 10 by 10 by 10 centimeters. Enable Select and Move, and in the Coordinates display, set its position to 0 by 0 by 0. This places the box right at the origin. Then we will set keyframes with AutoKey. Select the box and make sure the time slider is at frame 0. Click AutoKey to turn it on and you will see the timeline turns red. A keyframe is automatically created at frame 0. Now drag the time slider to frame 100. With the box still selected and the Select and Move command enabled, type 10 in the X field in the Coordinates display to move the box 10 cm along the X-axis. 3ds Max creates a new keyframe at frame 100. Click AutoKey again to turn it off. Next, we will preview the animation. Hit the play button and you will see the box slide smoothly from frame 0 to frame 100. First, we will create the sphere. Go to the Create tab and pick Sphere. In the top viewport, click, hold and drag to define its diameter. With the sphere selected, go to the Modify tab and set the radius to 5 cm. Enable the Select and Move tool and in the Coordinates display set the sphere's position to 0 by 0 by 5. After positioning the sphere, you will not be able to see it since it is hidden inside the box. If you click and drag the time slider ahead of frame 0, you will be able to partially see the sphere. At frame 100, the sphere will be fully visible. Next, we will add the first keyframe. Select the sphere and make sure the time slider is at frame 0. Click Set Key to enable it. The timeline turns red to indicate it is active. Press the Set Keys button to add a keyframe. Then we will add the second keyframe. Move the time slider to frame 100. With the sphere selected, enter 10 in the Y field to move the sphere 10 cm along the Y-axis. Press Set Keys again to add the keyframe. And click Set Key to disable it. Finally, we will preview the animation. Press play and you will see both the box and the sphere moving. The sphere smoothly moves along Y while the box moves along the X-axis. One of the best parts about using keyframes is how easy it is to adjust timing. Say you want the box to reach its endpoint twice as fast. Just select the keyframe at frame 100 and drag it back to frame 50. Now, when you press play, the box gets to its destination in half the time, then stays still from frame 50 to frame 100. This simple adjustment allows you to fine-tune the timing of your animation without having to recreate or modify keyframes manually. You can also copy keyframes to create looping animations. Select the box, grab the first keyframe at frame 0, hold Shift and drag it over to frame 100. This duplicates it so the box now moves away and then comes back, creating a smooth back and forth motion. Finally, sometimes you will want to remove keyframes. To delete a specific keyframe, just click on it in the timeline and press delete from your keyboard. Or, to remove multiple or all keyframes, click and drag a box around them in the timeline to select them and then press delete. If you delete a middle keyframe, your object will jump straight from the first to the last with no smooth transition. And that's it. You've just learned how to use keyframes, adjust timing, create loops, and delete motions you no longer need.